Hey everyone, it has been a while since I made a video. I think it's been like 6 months or more. Sorry about that, but things have been busy. I got engaged, which is exciting, a few months ago, so that's fun. So I'm planning a small wedding and then a honeymoon that I hope to travel to Tokyo for my honeymoon, which would be a dream, so we'll see. But we're here for dolls. So first, some quick updates and then we'll get into my Dollzone Mermaid. But first, so since last we spoke, I think I was just getting in my You Know a Girl and my Kroby Doll Boy, who I did film unboxings for both, but I decided that I don't really like either of them, so I'm gonna sell them, although I've been saying that for months and I haven't. So my Kroby Doll Boy is humongous, and I was in the middle of filming his unboxing when I literally turned the camera off because I was so sad and just stopped filming. Basically, I thought I was getting the full set Kroby Doll Logan, Alice in Wonderland, Caterpillar version boy, so that wasn't the thing. They had sold out his full set, and I should have known better than to not realize that I wasn't purchasing a full set doll, but the website was a little misleading and basically says everything he comes with and then has like a quick statement that it doesn't, like, the doll is a base, obviously, and I should know that since I'm in the hobby, and I've been in the hobby for quite some time, and that the set needs to be purchased separately, and of course by the time I bought him the set was probably already sold out, so that's fun, and I just really love that set a lot. So yeah. And he's very large and I don't know what to put him in. I don't know any clothes that will fit him other than the stuff Kroby Doll sells, which I don't like. So even though he's beautiful, he's probably going to be sold. Plus I could use some of the money. Maybe I'll buy a doll I really like with it, or just use the money for things I need to use it for. And then also I got my tan skin You Know a Girl, who I just haven't been enthused with at all for some reason, even though I kind of really wanted it. So she's gonna go for sale as well. Yeah, I just don't know what to do with her at all. And she comes with a lot of extras, which will be exciting, so I'm gonna go sell her. That was just a really weird yawn face. I was about to yawn and then it didn't happen. Anyway, we're here for my Dollzone Sawarieda girl. She's right here, so I'm gonna try and do like a full shot of the body, full body shot, and then we'll go closer into all the things. To be honest, I haven't done anything with her since I bought her and unboxed her and put her on my dresser. She's been sitting there for a long time. I still have no idea where to put her. I really want to put her in one of my display cases, either here or in my bedroom. However, she just doesn't fit, I don't think. I think she's just very large and I don't know how to display her without anything breaking, / I just don't know where to put her. A friend suggested that I get a fish tank and put her in there, which would be super cool, yet however, I don't have the room for that. So that's not gonna happen, but that would have been sweet. But if anyone has any suggestion of where I could put her, that would be cool. But I will show you guys her more in depth. Let's do it. Alright, so here is my Dollzone Sawarieda Mermaid. She is 100 centimeters long. She's pretty much MSD proportioned. Her tail is just humongous. She costs $1,050 US, and her face up and blush is $178. I don't believe they do any other colors. This is the only color that they show, and they don't give you any options. You do have an option though of skin color. You can get white or pink. She is pink skinned. And I did a layaway with her at Denver Doll. She's still available for purchase at Denver Doll. So you can purchase her at Mint on Card, and I believe you can purchase her directly from Dollzone, although I've never tried. / their website confuses me, but again, I've never tried. I really like Denver Doll. They're always amazing, and I bought a lot of stuff from them. But I bought her actually September of last year is when I first made my order, and then I finished paying her off. Let's see, I think it was, I finished paying her off in December of 2015, and she arrived around March 20 something. It's when I made my unboxing video for her. So She took about 4 months or so to arrive from the date of my final payment. So, wow, that's a long time. I don't know if Denver Doll put my order in for her right away or only after I had paid, but I know that I have been asking about her for a little bit. But the nice thing about Denver Doll is when you order from them, they'll get the doll, and I believe they open it for you just to make sure nothing's damaged. And then in that case, they would help you message the company. I think they do that, especially with someone like her. She's very fragile, and I know people's were arriving broken. And I wonder if mine was all good because I got her the blush and everything, so maybe they wrapped her up even more carefully, so I don't know, but mine doesn't seem to have any damage, although as we inspect her body more, maybe we'll find out. So again, I haven't played with her much, so I definitely want to during this video. Maybe right now, let's try the tail first, because we have the whole body shot, and then I'll come in closer so you can see everything. Right now, let's play with her tail, because she is laid out here, and then we can go in for a closer shot as she just like, woof. Okay, so I think this is kind of straight on. It's sort of hard to say, but here is the tail, straight, and then can she even sit on it? I wouldn't want to because it's so fragile, but so here she is, kind of up on her tail. And her head is flopping around and won't stay still. Her head is the worst. It literally won't stay still. But that's pretty cool that she can get up there. But she has all these flower petals that I would just be really nervous to keep her sitting like that if I could even balance her up on her tail, because I feel like the weight of it would just snap. Let's try posing the tail some more. So we know that it can bend around, which is fun. So it can bend around like that. And she has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So she has about 8 tail pieces that are all very, very long. She already has a little bit of paint wear in her tail from the little bit I've moved her, because I honestly haven't moved her much. But that's obviously fragile. Paint chipping does happen. Let's see. So her tail is pretty flexible, which is pretty cool. So you can kind of just move it around. I've been keeping her basically in a circle as tight as I can, as I've kind of kept her. But that's pretty much her tail for you. Let me know, I guess, if there's anything specifically you want to see after this video, and I can try and do that. But next, let's just go for some close-ins to really see her a little better. And we'll play with her arms and her head and chest piece to see what sort of flexibility is there. And then she has some really nice detail on the back of her as well. Alright, so first let's talk about the head, which just wants to fall over constantly. I'm terrified it's going to break, and I feel like it's like inevitable. But here's her face. It's gorgeous. She has 2 headpieces, this one and then the floppy thing that I'm holding in my hand. It does not want to stay up, so what I've done is I've hooked this piece into the head cap. That way it can't fall off, because if I didn't, it would just fall off all the time, and it would probably shatter and fall on the ground. So there's that. She has a magnet that I'm trying to situate now, but it literally does not want to stay. And then she has like a little hook in the front of the head to make it stay, but it doesn't really stay very well. Like, I put it in now, but it's not going to do anything. And then she has these 2 tendrils that can move around, little antenna that can move around. So let's see, there's what it looks like on the inside. And yeah, there it goes again. The head fell off. All right, so I'm gonna try and maybe hold it there, but it's not gonna stay. She does have some grooves in the back of her neck, so that potentially should help her kind of hold a pose in the neck, but to be honest, the head is so heavy that it just can't. I don't think it would really stay anyway. And then here's just kind of the back. So we have her beautiful wings, and then she does have like a bit of a groove so she can kind of move her torso a bit. But here's what the front of that looks like. So you can see, so there's sort of like a groove there, so it can kind of move around. So next I want to show you guys her arm, so it can kind of just rotate around here, and then she has two pieces. So she has from the shoulder here, and then she has this extra piece that has a double joint. So you can have her do something like that, and she can touch her face. And yeah, I mean, honestly, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? She can hold her chest, so she's modest. But this is pretty much her posability, and she's pretty posable, which is exciting. So her arms are pretty posable here. Doesn't do much, to be honest. So this is what happens when I try and get her to sit. She just kind of flopped over. But I'm trying to be super careful with her because I don't want to chip the paint and I don't want any damage to come to her petals. But I love her and she's adorable. Kind of let me show you guys like a body shot. And that will be our goodbye because she's huge and that would be cool for you to see comparisons. So let's do that real quick. So the lighting's really bad in here and I don't think I can even get her in a full shot because she's just so large. But here is basically what she looks like. Her head's super floppy, keep that in mind. Maybe I'll try and get her that stronger magnet. That would be probably really good. But here she is next to me. So she's huge and her tail's here. So she's humongous and beautiful and small and so fragile. I've never been more afraid that a doll would break before. And I'm afraid I'm going to drop her, so I'm going to put her down gently. But if you guys have any ideas of how you may display a doll like this, please tell me. Keep in mind I have a very small apartment with like practically no more room in it because I have so many toys and so many things. But yes, hopefully I'll figure out a good spot for her. She deserves a good home in my apartment. And I think she is just so gorgeous and out of focus. But she's real pretty. Maybe I'll get her a top, but I feel like I don't want to because she's gorgeous just as she is. But for now, she's going to go back on top of my dresser. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.